to your reading for December the 4th through December the 10th. And this is a general reading. If you'd like a personal reading, that information will be below in the description box on YouTube. I have also, for a limited time only, I am offering a 1-question reading, and for only $15. And so that is below. You can either go to my website or there's a PayPal me. You can pay that and then contact me and we'll get that done. It's done via email and you get a picture of the spread and an interpretation of the answer. Now, what else? Please follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and those links will be below also. This is your Sun, Moon and Rising. The links to all the other videos will be below. And thank you so much for subscribing, liking, sharing and commenting. And without further ado, let's go to your cards, Pisces. The first card that came out is the 4 of Pentacles. And this is telling me that you're holding on to something. Something that you're not willing to let go of. And, okay. To clarify that card, we got the 9 of Swords, right? And the 9 of Swords is stress and worry, and so I have a feeling it really is money that you are holding on to. You are afraid of not having enough. You're worried and you're stressed about it, which is a natural thing to be worried and stressed about money at this time of year. Most people are. You've got to remember that money is energy, right? And when you block it, when you don't spend it because you're afraid of not having any, you actually block it from other, money really isn't, money is in lieu of gold, right? So it's just really, money is barter, right? So you have to allow this energy to come, to flow in and out. Don't hold on to it. Don't be in fear of not having enough. I'm not saying go on a shopping spree by any stretch of the imagination. No, I'm not at all. But what's interesting, right, is the next card that came up was the 9 of Swords. I used 3 different decks, right? So sometimes cards, when you really need to hear this message, double cards come up. So you got the 9 of Swords in this deck too. And this is worry, stress, sleepless nights, the worst case scenario going over and over in your head. It's a cerebral card, so much so that you're in the negativity that you can't sleep, right? So to clarify this, you've got the 6 of Coins, right? So this is saying, this is being of service. Now, you can either be of service by donating money to charities or paying somebody's bill anonymously that needs it, or doing something that, something anonymously. But you can actually, you don't have to have money. When you're in this place of charity, when it's like altruism, it's not really altruism because you really get something from it. So when you're doing something, when you're, volunteering at a soup kitchen, or you're, doing volunteering at an old people's home or a children's home, something like that, you are out, you're no longer the focus, and you're focused on bringing joy and laughter or something to somebody else, to bring joy into their life and love or whatever it is you're bringing in. This being of service in this way is going to take you out of this. When you're giving yourself, your time, your energy, you can't be here. You can't be in that worry and stress. You're just in the moment. Do something that's of service for someone, whatever it is. Listen to somebody. It can be just a giving of your time, helping someone organize, helping them clean, or, give them your time. Listen to their problems, help them in some way. Any kind of help is, smiling at somebody walking down the street even, that's being of service. That's bringing a smile into somebody's life. That's a wonderful thing to do. I mean, that's at the bottom of the, That's at the bottom of the totem pole, but still, it's still service. Smile and bring some light into somebody's life today. Now, the next card that comes up is the Page of Wands. That's good news, darling. That's brilliant. Good news. It's so funny, the expression of the... I don't know if you can see it. The expression on his face is like... this is the bringer of good news. This is an opportunity. Now, I guess it's a double-edged sword, so to speak, because to clarify it, you have the Tower, right? Now, the Tower has to come down, and then you've... Okay, so this is what I'm getting with this. I feel that some of you are going to meet someone that's kind of... Or you're going to have news of... good news. It's going to be good news, right? About someone. Hold on. Let me just tap into this first. Okay, so you're going to get... You're going to have an opportunity to kind of meet someone interesting, like a love interest. Somebody who's going to bring some emotional satisfaction to you. It's going to be a nice kind of break. You're going to meet those of you who are single. You're going to meet someone, and those of you who are already in a relationship. This is about changing the way. This is about transforming the way you behave in a relationship. It's interesting. It's about reviewing how you are in relationships. And that's what this month is about, right? Mercury in retrograde, you know, Pluto and Neptune and Saturn. I mean, it's a mishmash of planets. It's crazy energy. And Chiron going direct. This is about definitely looking at how you are in relationships. It's about really looking at it, doing an evaluation, and changing, because there's a new opportunity that's coming in, a really nice, you know, it could be, you could be reconnecting with someone from the past, or you could meet somebody really new, but through a job or through somebody else. This is definitely somebody that you're meeting. And if you're in a relationship, this can be a renewal of that. It can be, you know, changing. This is... Things are changing. And I think your old idea, you've got to break down the... I feel that you're not trusting in some ways. Yeah, because the underlying message is the Fool, which is an adventure. It's starting something new. This is about going forward in a new direction. I feel that things are really going to change for you to go forward with this new person for some of you. That's what I'm getting. I think you're going to be saying goodbye to somebody. I think you have to say goodbye to somebody in order for somebody new to come in. So I'm really getting that for you, Pisces. That's what it's about. It's about these opportunities here, but you can't get the opportunity until you've said goodbye to this person. So some of you may be in a relationship that's not working for you, actually. And it's time to let that go. And, you know, in letting that go, you will have an opportunity to meet someone really amazing. And it's going to be an incredible journey. It's going to be an adventure. So I feel that, you know, for some of you, actually, now I'm looking at this, I think for some of you, you have some financial issues for sure. But some of you you're stressed out in a relationship. And it's time to let it go. You know it. Nobody has to tell you that. You know it's time, and in changing this relationship, in getting out of this relationship, you've been holding on to this relationship a lot longer than you should have done. And that's why it causes you stress and anxiety, and you can't sleep because you're not happy in it. You're not happy. So I think it's about being of service. For some of you, it is the stress about money, and it is about opportunities coming in. But I'm getting a very strong message here that some of you are in a relationship where you feel really trapped and stressed, and you don't see a way out. Or you're in fear of leaving because, for whatever reason it is, either you believe that this is the best that's out there for you, you can't get better. That's never the case. It's never the case. That's the lie in your head. The Fool is about seeing this as a new adventure. So yeah, I feel that if you don't end this, it's going to end anyway. So it's better you're the champion for change. It's better for you to change it, Pisces, than for it to be, ripped away. Because it's, I don't see, what's interesting, I don't see heartache from this. I almost think that when this goes, it's going to be a sense of relief. Of course, everyone's always, it's an emotional turmoil when a relationship ends. Even if you've been wanting to get out of it for a long time, it always has this kind of stink of failure almost, and it's irrational really, because it's like you feel like a failure because it didn't work, but that's irrational. It's more natural for Homo sapiens to actually be in relationships for, maybe 7 years, I think it is. I think they did studies. It's less common. It's just the norms of society that puts it on us, that says we should be monogamous for life, and when it's not in our nature to be monogamous for life. It is in our nature to go through a series of long-term relationships. But yes, I see, Pisces, I see you making a change. I see a change happening whether you make it or somebody else makes it. But it's going to be, you have to look upon this as an adventure, and it will be an adventure. But I see you completely stressed out from it. But you have to see that it's going to be so much better for you to be out of this than in it. I mean, the cards don't lie, darling. Things are going to get much better for you once you're out of this relationship that's stifling you. It really is. Pisces, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. For a personal reading, please email Mary at liveinthesolution.com.